And joining me now from Washington, D.C. is Ambassador Akbar Ahmed. He has been Pakistan's High Commissioner to the U.K. and to Ireland and is currently teaching at the American University in Washington. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'd like to begin by asking you, because you were in Pakistan recently, traveling to the country's interiors, meeting ordinary Pakistanis. From those interactions with them, how do you see this vote?
Sarah, I see this as a kind of slow motion revolution taking place, and Imran Khan, in a sense, embodying that revolution. He's promising to change the lives of the poor people, the ordinary people, the tenants, the landless peasants, change their lives for the first time in Pakistan's history. His emphasis is on lack of corruption, of fair play, of education for all, of health issues, of trying to control this violence, this rampant violence taking place in Pakistan. So these are huge issues facing ordinary Pakistanis. And he's putting full pressure on the rich and the corrupt that he will literally go after them so that their day is over. Now, none of this has been heard or seen by the people of Pakistan. And above all, he's saying, I will be the example. So he's saying, I will lead.
Right.
And that's very characteristic of him. As you know, as a cricket captain, this is exactly what he did. He led from the front.
But does he have the mandate to do so? I mean, we have to couch this in the fact that the final count is still awaited. But how stable will a government led by Imran Khan be if he doesn't have the majority numbers?
That's a great question, because if he does not, I think he'll make a coalition government. He's got enough votes in Parliament to attract a few more. This is traditional. Tribal areas, minorities will flock to him. That's the pattern of Pakistani politics. Now, the big question is, what about the opposition? If the opposition does what he did when he was in opposition, which is to lead processions, to challenge the government, to in fact try to destabilize the government, he will be in trouble, because you cannot dismiss or discount someone like Shahbaz Sharif, who heads the Muslim League, especially in the Punjab, which is the power base of the Muslim League. And there are vast areas still loyal to Shahbaz Sharif, and he has been a very competent chief minister of the Punjab. He's actually transformed the Punjab. So in that scenario, it will be a very, very tough situation for Imran. So he needs to really either calm down the opposition or win them over as soon as he can.
Let's talk a little bit more about the opposition and about the challenges that Imran Khan faces as he seeks to take over the reins of Pakistan. Because, I mean, the opposition, for their part, they have claimed vote rigging here. They have claimed corruption, especially, among Imran Khan's military backers. What do you say to that?
I say that these are generally, first of all, by the way, I want to make it clear, I'm not a spokesman for Imran Khan or the government or any particular party or interest in Pakistan. So let's be clear, I'm here as an analyst. So my analysis is that whenever there are elections in Pakistan and the opposition loses, they say there's been rigging. Now, what that does is very often they come onto the streets, there's processions, there's violence, and very often in the past, there has been martial law. So what we have to note is, we know all these problems that you're mentioning. What we also have to acknowledge is that for the first time, in spite of all the violence, all the challenges that the people of Pakistan face, again, I'm talking about the ordinary people, and a lot of violence in Balochistan. 150 people died in one occasion. Just yesterday, 30 people were killed. Pakistanis were determined to stay on the democratic path. Number two, the delicate balance between the military and the civilian establishment held, which meant that with all the temptations, with all the breakdown in law and order, the army did not intervene to take over control. They had sent out almost 400,000 soldiers to supervise the election, but they in fact did not take over the government as such. So they've been very, very, I would say, immaculate in holding off in terms of civilian authority and civilian jurisdiction. So these are signs of, I think, a very positive development in Pakistan politics, and we should acknowledge it.
And we'd like to thank you very much for joining us this evening to share that perspective. Ambassador Akbar Ahmed, as we mentioned, you were Pakistan's, or have been Pakistan's, High Commissioner to the UK and Ireland, and that you're currently teaching at the American University in Washington, D.C. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.